Hello everyone, welcome back to the video series of Object Oriented Programming with Java. Our today's topic for this particular video, that is Java programming using class and object. I am an instructor Mr. Ankit Patel. So let's start the programming. Now let's start the program using the class and object. So our first program, that is the write a program to create a circle class with the area function to find out the area of circle. So this is a program for simply to find out the area of the circle, but here we need to create a one specific class. So here I am using a class circle because the question tell that create a one class circle. In that particular class contain the one area method, that is a void area method, to calculate the area of the circle. So this is our requirement, and we need to create a one main class, that is a program 7 and then public static void main. So now this is our requirement, this is our structure. So this type of structure is required in this particular program. So one void area method is there and one main class is there. So now here we are using just our, as per our requirement, a different method, that is a double. I am using a one radius for r, and to calculate the area of the circle, that is a ar. Now here I am using a one parameterized constructor to initialize the value of r, that is equals to double x, and here just r is equals to x. This constructor is used for the initialization purpose. And in area function, I am just directly print the message system.out.println. Now area of circle, that is equals to, just print the value of, over here you can directly use like this, 3.14 into r into r. So here no need to create a variable ar, you can directly like print. Now in a main function, just initiate the object circle c1 is equals to new circle, and I am passing the value here something, a radius is equals to 5. I am just creating a variable circle and I am just calling that particular circle area. So now hope you understand this code. I am just creating first constructor to initialize the value of r, then in void area I am just printing the value of 3.14 into r, and in main function I am creating, we need to create the object of that particular class, circle class. In circle class I am using a parameterized constructor, that's why I am passing a 5 over here. Now and after that I am calling the c1. Now let's run this code, that is a program 7.java. So one error message is there, spelling mistake is there, CIRCLA. So Java program 7. So area of circle is 78.5. You can see this. So this is a simple program using the class and object. I have created a one separate class. So this is a habit to create the separate class. In that particular class contain the your logic of your program, and create a one separate main class, a main function in the separate class, so that you can just easily call that all the method in the different class. Now next program, that is the most important program. So here the length of the our question is large, but this is again a simple code. Let's read first of all what it tells. So design a class name of fan to represent the fan. So we need to create a one class fan. The class contain a three constant variable named slow, medium and fast with the value 1, 2 and 3 to denote the fan speed. So we need to create a three variable, slow, medium and fast, and they tell that these are the constant variable. So for constant in Java, there is no const keyword is there, but one final keyword is there. So you can just write down final integer slow is equals to 1. So that's create the constant. Now after that, next line tell that an integer data field named speed that specify the speed of the fan, and default value is slow. That means we need to create a one integer variable speed, and that have the default value is slow. One boolean data field. Data field, these are the data field of the class variable. So we are not just creating like integer speed is equals to 0, integer boolean data field that is f1 is equals to 2. We are using a default constructor. One boolean data field name f1 that specify whether the fan is on or not, and default value is false. After that, one double data field radius is there, and default value is 4. The data field name color that specify the color of the fan, that default value is blue. So all the default value we are using a two constructor, one default constructor and one parameterized constructor. No argument constructor is created default value for fan, and a parameterized constructor initialize the fan object to give its value. Now a method display will display the description for the fan. If the fan is on, the method display method will display the color, speed and the radius. So if the fan is on, we require a speed. If the fan is off, if it is not off, then method will display only color and radius. So if the fan is on, then this required a speed, otherwise it is not required. Write a test program that create a two fan object, one with the default value and other with the medium speed, radius is equals to 6, color brown and turn on status, and display the description. So all the value are given in the question. So there is no any requirement of the command line argument, as well as we need to use a scanner class. No, all the default value as well as parameterized value we need to in question already told you. So let's start the programming. So I have created one class fan. It has a three constant variable slow, medium, fast. That's why I have created a final variable here. The final integer slow is equals to 1, final integer medium is equals to 2, and same as a final integer fast is equals to 3. Now after that I have created integer speed variable, boolean f1 and radius and color variable. So these are the data field. So now in a default constructor, we need to just pass the default value as I told in the question, that speed is equals to slow, f1 status is equals to false, radius is equals to 4 and color is equals to blue. So all the default value is already told in the question. You can see here default slow, fan status false, radius is equals to 4 and default color is equals to blue. So that I have passed over here. Now in parameterized constructor, I am using one parameter value, that is for speed integer value, for f1 boolean value, radius for double value and color for string value. That I have created one parameterized constructor, and that I have passed in the main method. In void show method, one condition is that if the fan is on, we require a 3 value to print: speed, radius and on. So if f1, because this is a boolean variable, no need to just write down f1 is equals to 2, just write down just f1. Else if the fan is not on, then it will print only radius and color. So I hope you understand this code. Now in main function, this is a simple one default constructor and one parameterized constructor. Parameterized value already is passed, the speed is true, f1 is on, radius is 6 and color is brown, f1 dot show, f2 dot show. So let's run this code so you can easily understand. Java C, program 8.java and Java program 8. So for the first one, f is off, then it will print. For default constructor, I am calling f1 dot show first of all. So the default constructor will call, and this will print only the radius and color, that is a blue. And if f is on, here the second f2 dot show, the parameterized constructor in status f is on, so this one print a speed, then the this will print a radius, and the next one, that is color. So hope you understand the code. Now the next program, that is again important program. So here we need to draw one rectangle. We are just passing the parameter of the rectangle, and we need to just passing a one more point and check that particular point is inside the rectangle or outside the rectangle. That is coding, that type of code required. So here first of all, the rectangle position we need to pass, center point we need to pass. If the rectangle center point is 0 0, the height and width according to the rectangle, we can find out the 4 coordinates of the rectangle. That is the upper left corner, upper right corner, downward left corner and downward right corner. So we need to find a 4 point of x and y coordinates. So this is a program. Let's just see what question there. Define a rectangle class that contains a double field x and y that specify the center of the rectangle. The data field width and height. So we require a 4 variable, that is a x and y that specify the center of rectangle. So here I am passing cx and cy. So you can see here I am using cx center of the rectangle, x center of x and center of y, height and width. These are the rectangle. A no argument constructor, that is a default constructor. Create the default rectangle with 0 0, that is a value for x and y, and 1 1 and 1 for both width and height. So height and width value is equals to 1 1. So to next point, that is a parameterized constructor create the rectangle with the specific x, y, height and width value. So you need to pass that value in a main function. A method get area that find out the area of the rectangle, that is a height into width. Get perimeter that return the perimeter of the rectangle, that is a 2 into height plus width. The one important method is required, that is a contain method, that we are passing the 2 point x and y that return the true. You can see here that return the true means the return type of this method is a boolean, because this method returning something if the specific point xy is inside the rectangle. Write a test program to create a 2 rectangle object, one with the default value and other with the user specific value. Test all the method of the class for both the object. So now this is our question. Hope you understand this question. Read it once again so you can easily understand what the question tells. Now here we require one variable, 4 variables, center of x, center of y, height and width. These 4 variable I have created extra. I will show you next why I am created. So let's understand this code. Just one thing, note out the question, then you can understand this code. Double x and y have required. One default constructor, we are passing the default value that is already asked tell in the question, that is the data field of x and y value is 0 0 and one value height and width. So I am just using that value in default constructor. Now in parameterized constructor I am just passing the value double is equals to x, y, h and w, that I am passing the main. So I am just exploring the code for get area and get perimeter. Here the method is tell that get perimeter that returns. Here the one word is written like this, that method is returned. That's why we need to create a return type method, not just create a void area and void get perimeter. So here I am just returning the value. That's why I am creating the method double get area and double get perimeter method. Now after that I am using the one most important method, that is a contain method. You can just see this code, contain x and y. Here I am just passing. So first of all just understand, we have the value of the center of the rectangle and the height and width of the rectangle, right? So here the center of the rectangle is 0 0. That's if you just imagine in the coordinates the graph, the center of the rectangle that is a 0 0 and the height and width that is equals to 1 1. So just find out the upper left corner, upper right corner, lower left corner and lower right corner, right? Now after that we need to just check, we need to find out the 4 point x left, x right, y up and y down. So x left is equals to, how to find center of rectangle, f left is there. So f left value, center of rectangle minus width divided by 2, same as x right corner, center of the x plus width divided by 2. So we can get the left and right point of the x, same as the y, up value center of the y plus height divided by 2 and center of y minus height divided by, this will return the y down. So I have find out the 4 points, right? So now you need to just whatever you have passed in the contain function, if that x that is greater than or equals to x left and less than x right, that means that point must be inside the rectangle. Same for the y up, y is less than y up and y is greater than y down, that means that y point is also in the rectangle. So if both this condition is satisfied for x and y, this will return a true, otherwise this will return a false. So hope you understand the code for the get area, get perimeter and contain method. Now just we need to create a two rectangle object that I already asked in question, one for default and one for parameter. So for default I am just passing value according to this will print the point is inside the rectangle, and in the parameter I am passing the value that is a point outside the rectangle. So this is the center of the x and y, and this is the height and width of the rectangle. Now I am just printing the get area and get perimeter of the rectangle 1 and rectangle 2. I am not passing any type of message, so you can just write it out like this. Area of R1 same as a area of R2 then get perimeter of R1 get perimeter of R2. I am just using is equals to and is equals to. So this will return the area and get perimeter. So first of all I am just checking this value for contain function for R1. If R1 dot contain 0 0, obviously because the center point is 0 0 and you are passing again 0 0, so this will return the point inside the rectangle, right? And second one that contain 250 and 350, because our you can see the parameter in our main function, the what is center of the rectangle, that is a 10 and 30, height of is a 10 and 20. So you are calculating the rectangle in the graph, the 250 and 310 is not inside the rectangle. So let's run this code. Java C program 9.java. So this will what tell, there is a no, okay, Java C is there and program 9.java. There is no error, that Java program 9. You can see here the area of the R1 that is equals to 1, area of R, sorry we need to write down here R2, so that is equals to 200, perimeter of R1 that is equals to 4, perimeter of R2 that is equals to 60. This is just an equation, but this is the important logic. Point is inside for the R1, that is we are passing the 0 0, and second point that is a 250 and 350, that is here. Second point for 250 and 310, this point is outside the rectangle. So hope you understand the code, the question that I have explained. This is the one of the important program as far as Java is concerned. So this is the end of the programming. So thank you very much. If you have any doubt, you can feel free to ask me. Thank you very much.